What up, y'all? Welcome back once again to the Real Nerdy Review. Your boy is back with a brand new video. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. So, we got some very interesting news we got to talk about right now because the other day I was scrolling through Instagram and I see the Marlon Wayans had a photo of him with the Scream character standing behind him with a goofy face mask. And this is pretty crazy because, as you can see in the title right here, officially, the Scary Movie reboot is bringing back some OG talented behind the scenes, and I'm hyped. Yes, this is true. Marlon Wayans and a couple of his brothers are bringing back the Scary Movie franchise. I believe this is going to be a reboot, and I'm all here for it. So let's go ahead and check this out. And it says here the horror genre has been experiencing a renaissance for years now, with some of the best horror movies returning to theaters with the new sequels. And it's that continuing with a variety of upcoming horror movies. It makes sense that the Scary Movie franchise might also return to poke fun at the genre. I honestly hope they do this in the most craziest way possible. I almost don't care who doesn't like it or if they get offended by certain things. We need some of that good old fashioned humor from the early 2000s again. It's like everybody got tired of making fun of themselves. Let's continue. It turns out the Scary Movie reboot is bringing back some OG talented behind the scenes, and I'm hyped. What we now, what we know about Scary Movie 6, who wrote this, is very limited. But those of us who grew up with the spoof franchise are definitely hyped to see how it'll poke fun at the current state of horror. Yeah, I honestly hope they poke fun at it crazy as hell. Luckily for those fans like me, Deadline has revealed some thrilling news about the developing project, namely that Wayne's brothers, who created and wrote the original movies, will be back for the next film. Miramax boss Jonathan Glickman offered a comment about this new deal, which reads, "We are thrilled to reunite Scary Movie with the Wayans brothers, the brilliant creators behind the beloved franchise. The timing is perfect to bring back the series to the big screen, and we're lucky to have Keenan, Marlon, and Sean's unique comedic vision bringing it to audiences around the world." Now, I know after the second movie came out, everybody wanted them to come back for a third film, and they did not. I don't know what type of issues that they had, but they didn't come back for the third film. Um, and eventually they moved on to do other things, and the films were never the same. The first two are the best ones, especially the first one. I can't even remember what the third one about or anyone after that. I think they only had like five of them, and the only two I honestly remember are the first two. Let's continue. Well, that's exciting. The first two Skate movies are arguably the best of the franchise, and that is largely thanks to the contributions by the Wayans brothers. Keenan Ivory Wayans wrote and directed that pair of projects, while Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans both starred in the film and contributed as writers. And now all three of them will help bring the spoof franchise back to theaters. For their part, the Wayans brothers issued their own statement to Deadline about returning to Scary Movie, which they created years ago. It reads, "We couldn't be more excited to be part of the new Scary Movie and work with each other again. This is a franchise we created more than 20 years ago. I remember going to the theaters, and I just call it at the end where this Scream dude did the Matrix, where he, kind of went back. And I thought that shit was hilarious. I laughed for days at that scene. We look forward to working with Jonathan Glickman and his team at the new Miramax to bring these laughs to theaters where they belong. It's a double reunion." Clearly, there's a lot of excitement about the next Scary Movie film. Hopefully, we get to learn more about its plot and casting sooner rather than later. After all, there's a ton of contemporary, excuse me, I can't pronounce that word, horror movies to spoof from the years since the franchise was last seen in theaters. Hell yeah. While Scary Movie fans are no doubt thrilled that the Wayans brothers will be back for a new installment, there's a bigger question that fans are desperate for information about. Namely, if we'll get to see Anna Faris, I hope, and Scene Stealer Regina Hall back as Cindy and Brenda, respectively. Now, I'll say this. I haven't really seen Anna Faris in too much stuff. I know she kind of pretty much plays the same ditzy character no matter what she stars in. But Regina Hall has grown so much since the Scary Movie days. That was my introduction to her. And she has done such an amazing job in basically everything she started. And I hope that they both come back, man, because I don't think the movies will be the same without some of the OG characters. And continuing on, that pair of comedians led the cast of the entire franchise to hilarious result. The first two were cool. I don't know about the rest of them. And it just wouldn't be the same without them. That's true. Hopefully, we get more casting information sooner rather than later, but this is definitely an exciting update. Scary Movie doesn't currently have a release date, but it's expected to arrive next year. That's really soon. I figure we probably get it somewhere in like 2026. I figure they probably get all their ducks in a row. I don't know how much money they're gonna pour into it or how long it's gonna take to make, but yeah, I thought this was gonna be something they probably wait, probably till 2026. But if it comes out sometime next year, hey, I'm all here for it. I did see some people jumping on social media, Twitter, aka X, and they were checking to see if the Wayans brothers needed anybody else to star in the film. And I hope they get some great actors. Of course, there's never any big names that really star in these type of movies. It's usually like small to middle names. And you saw the names that appeared in the movie back in the early 2000s. A lot of them gone and blown up and play in TV shows and in movies. So I'm super excited for this announcement. I couldn't believe it. I thought maybe it was just like a Halloween prank thing that Marlon was showing, but it was like, no, seriously, they coming back. And man, that first movie was obviously the best. The second one was good, and like I said, the rest of the franchise has just fallen on deaf ears. It just wasn't as good. They kept releasing movie after movie after movie, and it just was not getting anybody excited. Everybody wanted the Wayans brothers back. That was really the comedic juice that the movies were missing. And when they didn't bring them back, the movies just fell off. Even with Regina and the other girl's name, I just forgot what the fuck her name was. What's the other chick's name again? I have to look this up. Hold on. Anna Faris. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, they brought them two back, but without the Wayans brothers, the movies were just never the same. So I'm excited to see what they gonna do. There's a lot of movies that they can actually take material from. So I hope they bring their A game with this. I hope there's a lot of fans that are ready to jump back into that nostalgic feel of the scary movies and just laugh their ass off. I hope that they bring some crazy shit. I know we live in a different time, and maybe they'll play within a certain box of rules because they don't want to offend anybody. Honestly, I don't care. I want them to bring the greatest laughs that they could possibly bring. I think you only get one good time to make a good impression, and this is a new impression for a new generation, along with a lot of the parents that saw this, such as myself, that grew up, and I want them to bring the A game. So, the Wayans brothers, if you are listening to the fans, if this video happened to catch your ear, please bring your A game, bring the laughs. I don't care what scary movie you got a friend, bring it all. I love to see the Scream Dude make an appearance. Other than that, I do want to know what are y'all thoughts about this news dropping. Post those comments down below. Let me know what you all think and I'll catch you on my next video. Peace. I'm out. 2,000 subscribers.